Warrior of the heaven who chooses to make the earth his footstool. Breaks within bars and still his energy remains. Oluwani Obia, enemies this stool. I'm saying that the Lord is king and he makes his enemies his stool. I'm talking about the Arugumasa, the one who sees one and stands his ground. His ways are not your ways, but you go see moves wherever shed thee. Speed! Power! He'll tell you when to attack. The one who fights and gives you the victory. Enemies got taken at Bruce Lee. So ask the lepers. So what if you're weak? What if you can't mount up on wings? So what if the eagles scare you? But because the Lord is your God, He will cause men to hear the sound of horses and chariots. You will be like the prophecy of men who dream dreams and see visions. The fire you pass through will cause Nebuchadnezzar to bow to your king. The one who is strong and mighty. Most mountains I said are 5 kg. So if you're under the sound of my voice, I need you to shout like warriors of the king. Because when his glory comes, dead things must come back to life when they encounter the resurrection and the life. Men must hunger and thirst after righteousness and eat of the bread of life. The devil has come to steal, kill, and destroy, but he has come that you may have life. For he has given us everything that pertains to life. The words that I speak, they are spirit and they are life. Now I understand why the Hebrew boys could not bow. Because the degree of the fiery furnace was nothing compared to the consuming fire. Because who can stand against the Alabama? No. The one who is clothed in fire. The one who walks on water without an anchor. The one who heals the sick without the help of a Babalawo. The one who performs miracles without collecting a war. The one who turns water to wine, gets you are drunk on the Holy Ghost. He's bigger than the Avengers. Bigger than fibroid or cancer. He's bigger than your zodiac sign. Do you not know who you are? Child of God. There's an authority you carry. It's why Esther could enter the king's palace without perishing. Every word she spoke was a decree. And I am Esther with a decree. I entered the king's palace without perishing. The lame start to walk. Imagine the Elroy stepping. The blind start to see. Dry bones come alive. Fire fall on tongues like the day of Pentecost. Men begin to kabash. Zombies revive. The wicked abandon the calabash and walk to the sacrificial lamb. The blood of sprinkling is sweeter than ekpankukwo with ifi. If you know your God is your balogu, tell your neighbor Odeshi.
That's what the children of the house of the rock become. Great at what they do. She was born and bred in the house and she is flourishing around the world. Let's hear it for I.B. Quake. All right, we've still got some more praise to give God. We owe him for all the things he has done for us, the health, the life, the provision, the protection. And we're going to give him the fruit of our lips tonight. If you're ready to give God some praise, I want you to get up on your feet. You didn't come here to watch a film. You came here to worship God. You're children of God and we need to be able to give God his glory. If you know who you are, if you know who you are, if you know whose you are, rise up on your feet and make welcome a minister of God known all over the world as one of the most streamed artists out of Nigeria. Please make welcome Minister Sinach.